I am Emily, and this is a role-playing mediation prepared for the Woodbury Institute tape assessment. Today is June 22nd. Okay. Andrea, Cindy, thank you for coming in. I tried to reach you both by phone, but we're meeting here today in this common area of your apartment building. I just wanted to chat with you both about what's been going on and why we're here. As you know, I emailed you with the agreement to mediate with some information about how today would go. The manager has asked that I meet with both of you after some repeated incidences that have been happening on the premise. So I want to just start and give you each a little bit of time to talk about what has happened, so I can kind of get some more information and be caught up to speed about what's going on with both of you. Any questions before we start? Okay. Andrea, can you tell me what's been going on for you in regards to the Camelot Estates and your apartment?
Sure. I would like to live in a decent place that doesn't smell like cat piss. I would like to have neighbors that don't leave garbage outside my door to get back at me because I told the landlord that their cat lady was letting cats in the building to feed them, and then they urinate all over the hallway.
Okay, so you're concerned about there's garbage in front of it's been left in front of your apartment.
Yeah, just because I told the landlord that it was her that was the cat issue.
Okay.
She wanted to seek revenge, and so she left garbage all over in front of my door. I just want to live in the clean apartment.
So it sounds like you're concerned about the cleanliness of the apartment building. Just having a nice place to live. It smells like sounds like there's pee in the hallway.
Oh, there's no
hallway.
question about
Okay.
it. It stinks to high heaven.
And garbage in front of your door.
Yeah, somebody put there.
Okay. Okay.
It's ridiculous. What are we in, 7th grade?
So Cindy, why don't you take just a couple minutes and
Clearly we're not in the 7th grade. We've graduated to full-on adult crimes because I had a rock come through my window, which I believe was intended to hit me, and instead it hit a crystal dish that my mother had left for me. It was the only thing she left for me, and now it's broken.
I didn't do that.
Who knows? I don't even know.
Andrea?
Thank you. Is far too sensitive. I don't even understand. Yeah, the cats come and go, but as far as peeing in the hallway, I don't smell anything, and I don't see the cats as a problem. What I see as a problem is she's up at all hours of the night, moving furniture around, disturbing my sleep, and threatening me, and throwing rocks through my window, and spreading rumors about me in the apartment building. I mean, I feel scared, and I feel just threatened by Andrea. She's off the deep end. She's convinced herself that
I'm not the crazy cat lady.
So what I'm hearing is you're concerned about safety. Sounds like there's an issue with noise.
Yep.
In the middle of the night. Okay. And then you mentioned rumors. Can you explain?
She's spreading rumors all over the complex that I'm crazy, and I think there's a possibility that she's hired someone to hurt me, and now people are saying that I'm the crazy one. Like, I'm sure that she's causing noise in the middle of the night intentionally to disturb my sleep. I'm sure that she put a rock through my window, and I'm sure that she's spreading rumors about me, and I think that she has an intention of trying to hurt me.
So it sounds like there's a concern of safety, of your safety.
Absolutely.
Here. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm frightened too, because if she's crazy enough to dump garbage outside my door,
Dump the garbage
what
outside.
else is she up to?
So it sounds like you're both concerned issues with safety and just well-being in
I
your
think she's
apartments.
just saying that because she wants to make it sound like there's some reason to be threatened by me when there's not. When it's no.
Well, I'm just embarrassed to have guests even come into the apartment building because it smells so bad. Yep, this is where I live. This is where I pay my rent.
Okay. Just so I can understand, you live on the second floor above Cindy?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's a hallway. Can you just explain how it's set up? So you're walking.
Right, so the hallways mirror each other, and then there's an apartment on the right of the hall and the left of the hall, both first and second floors, and my apartment's right over hers.
Okay. Okay. So, so it sounds, I'm hearing issue with the hallway, the smell in the hallway, the garbage in the hallway, and there's a question of safety for each of you. There's a rock thrown through your window.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what happened with that?
I was sitting in my chair in the living room one night and I heard a cat meowing outside my window, so I got up to see, and the next thing I know, there's a rock coming through my window. I happened to get out of the way in time so that it didn't hit me, and it broke a candy dish that my mother had left for me. It was really important to me. Dish is broken, can't be replaced. And I happen to believe that it was Andrea outside my window, snooping around and pretending to be a cat, and then throwing a rock through my window. Trust me, I know how ridiculous that sounds. Imagine how ridiculous she is to have done it.
Imagine how ridiculous it is to have garbage in front of my door.
I didn't have anything to do with the garbage.
Well, I didn't
I
have
have
anything
my
to do with the window.
suspicions about who might have put the garbage outside your door, but I'm not going to start throwing other people under the bus. I'm just going to tell you that I did not put the garbage outside your door. So you might want to start looking around some other corners for that one.
But in the meantime, can we get rid of the cats?
So, are the cats your
The
cats?
cats. The cats are not my cats. They're stray cats.
They're stray cats.
And I feed them because they don't have any other source of food, and I feel compassion for them, and so I feed the cats. Big deal. That should not be anybody's concern that I feed the stray cats.
So you feed the stray cats, and so they don't stay with you. They just they come and go, and you just
They
feed
come
them
and eat and they leave. Yeah.
After they pee.
after they pee.
She's got some sort of like bionic nose. I don't smell any problem with the pee, and
Well, the manager does, and that's why we're here.
then the manager should do something about it. Like if he smells pee in the hallway, then that's a common area that he's supposed to be cleaning up. I feed the cats. That's it.
So I'm hearing that you feed the cats and they come and they go. So they're not really your cats, but you like to take care of them and just feed them.
I do.
Okay. And it sounds like you feel like the cats are using the hallway as their bathroom before they leave after they eat. And the manager has noticed the smell as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And everyone else in the building.
Okay. So in regards to the cats, do you have ideas of what you think could happen with the cats? I mean, they're coming and going, she's feeding them, they're not staying with her.
Well, I think we should just get rid of the cats, and then we won't have a problem anymore.
I've already told you. It's not like I'm keeping cats. It's not like they're mine to get rid of or keep or whatever. They're stray cats.
So if you're not attached to them, why don't we just call the Humane Society and they can pick them all up? And then we can get rid of this problem. And then I can have guests over again without being embarrassed to walk into my apartment
what
building.
about rocks coming through my window and you like moving crap around upstairs in your apartment at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to sleep? You know, my doctor has said that me getting a good night's sleep is an extremely important part of me not having another heart attack. You know, like I have health issues and I need sleep, and you're up in the middle of the night banging shit around up there, like.
I have health issues too.
And all we're talking about is cats. So let's start talking about health.
Well, I have insomnia, and so at night I like to clean. And occasionally, maybe
Read a book,
maybe
man.
I drop a can of dusting spray.
Okay, so you need sleep. for your health, and
I need
and
sleep.
you need sleep, but you sometimes can't sleep all night due to health issues. Okay, so you like to clean in the middle of the night, just above Cindy's apartment. Okay.
She likes to make a huge racket up there to cause me problems, is what she likes to do.
So can I ask, when something like that has happened in the past,
Excuse
how
me.
long have you both been neighbors?
Too long.
Too long?
It's been a few years.
Has there always been underlying issues, or has this been an ongoing relationship like this, or
Ongoing.
have you been friends? Ongoing?
No, we're
never
not
been
friends.
Never been friends. Okay.
No.
We're just
Ongoing.
trying to figure out how to live in the same building without killing each other.
Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe not throwing rocks through somebody's window would be a good start.
Well, maybe getting rid of those cats would help too.
So in the past, when you've had a conflict, an argument, how did you approach it? What did you do to?
She screams
to
at
resolve
me in
it?
the hallway and then spreads rumors about me to everybody else in the building behind my back.
I go to the manager and he has been useless, so that's why we're
Okay.
here.
The manager is you and
I will. That's the one
Thing
only
that
thing
we
that
do
we
agree
will
on.
agree on is that the manager is useless.
Thank you.
So you've both gone to the manager before with issues, and he hasn't been able to help.
He doesn't want to deal with us.
Okay. How
He
many tenants?
just wants us to pay our rent and be quiet.
Okay.
Oh, there's 10 units. What did you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm really hearing cats. You need the cats gone, and you want to talk about the rock that went through the window. So,
And then it was
and the noise.
I didn't throw a rock through the window, so I don't even know how that's on the table.
because
I'd be willing to talk about the noise, because that is me. I didn't realize it was bothering her so much. And I would like to talk about the cats. I live in that building too.
So it seems starting with cats might be a good place to start. Does that both? Can we start there? Does that feel comfortable? And then we'll go down our list and talk about noise next, and then rock after that.
Well, if we're going to talk about the rock, then we're going to have to talk about the garbage that somebody left in front of my
Okay.
door.
So we'll put that on the list, okay?
Yeah.
Cats, noise, rock, and garbage. We'll start with cats.
okay.
Okay.
Like I said, they're not my cats. I just feed them. So
Okay.
they.
So if they didn't show up, you wouldn't feed them? And if you wouldn't feed them, they wouldn't pee. So let's get the Humane Society in there to take them away and find them a home. They can pee in somebody else's house.
How are they getting into the hallway?
Well, they come in to eat and then they leave. And
Was the hallway, is there a door at the end of, is it propped open or is it shut or did,
the door sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed. It doesn't always shut.
okay, it's
Right?
not consistent, okay. And you're on the first floor?
I don't know.
Okay.
Our building is no pets.
No pets.
There shouldn't be any cats, period. They should be outside, going to somebody else's house.
Okay. Would you be comfortable, she mentioned the Humane Society coming to take the cats. What do you think about that?
The cats are cute and I like feeding them and it gives me something to do. I want the cats to be taken care of and yeah, it would be great if they had a home and I don't have a problem with the Humane Society coming to get the cats, but there's always strays and I'm probably always going to feed the stray cats.
Well, if that's the truth, then why don't you just feed them outside and stop bringing them in the building where they're peeing after they eat?
Fine. Fine. I'll put cat food outside.
Thank you.
Okay, so can I just clarify, do you want to call the Humane Society as well for the strays that are coming in now, or do you just want to feed the cats outside?
No, I'll call the Humane Society if they want to come and gather up some cats to find homes for, then that's fine. But the area that we live in, there's always cats hanging around. I highly doubt the Humane Society is going to catch them all forever, and that there's never going to be another cat around. And I'm going to feed them.
Sure.
I'm going to feed the cats. It's like
Sure.
some people feed birds, I feed cats.
And I also think our miserable manager should fix the front door and then they wouldn't come in.
And I think
Yeah.
that, from what I'm hearing from Andrea, is that she has no problem with you feeding the cats. It's I mean, she wouldn't mind if you fed them outside, and I think that might cut back on the urinating in the hallway, if that's...
We will eliminate it if we
Yeah.
can get the manager to fix the door and
Okay.
clean the carpet. Good luck with that. We really do have an awful manager. We should do something about it.
How do you, well, that could be another discussion with him mediating with the manager, but how do you generally bring up concerns to him about the door and about the carpet? I mean, is that something that you
I
both...
just walk up to him and have a
You call,
conversation.
okay.
Call him or talk to him, and he says he'll do something about it, or I'll look into it, or whatever, and then
Nothing ever happens.
You don't
next thing you
necessarily
know,
see results.
Andrea's screaming at me in the hallway over
But I
garbage
have
outside her door,
garbage outside
and
my door.
Okay, okay. So there's, this list is kind of sprawling out to more things, but that's, we can talk about those things. So we're gonna start with, you will call the Humane Society,
I will call the Humane Society.
and then
By
feed the
when?
cats outside.
By when?
Feed the cats outside. Call them when we leave here today. You know,
Okay.
like,
Okay, so you'll
I-
call after our meeting today. See
Yeah.
what their process is for picking up feral cats.
yep,
And if you wanna feed cats, you can feed them outside.
yep.
And then if you each wanted to, you could approach the manager about the carpet and the fixing the door. If
Yeah.
that's something that,
Well, since he
Besides the
hired
list.
you, why can't you tell him? Maybe if he hears it from someone else, he'll do something
well, I
about
will
it.
give him a summary of notes and things that you're talking about
Okay.
as well, to let him know.
Okay.
And then I can let you know what his feedback and response to me is, okay?
Okay.
I'll follow up as well. That might be some homework that we'll all have when we meet next time. We can talk about that. Okay? So it sounds like we have a plan for the cats going. You have a plan for the cats going forward. Next on our list was the noise. So can you tell me a little bit more about the noise and the hours that you sleep, like normally your schedule?
I normally try to sleep like a normal person at night, and Andrea apparently does not. You know, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I hear banging and furniture moving, and I'm a light sleeper, you know? So once I get woken up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it's really difficult for me to fall back asleep again. And I firmly believe that the activity going on up there is intentional to be disruptive. And, you know, it just, enough is enough. It needs to be over with. I'm so done with this. I'm done. It needs to be,
So
I
it's
need
only-
quiet
yeah.
in the nighttime. I'm
Really?
really fed up.
Frustrated by the noise at night keeping you up, waking you up. It's affecting you. Okay. Andrea,
I get 4 hours of sleep if I'm lucky.
okay.
I have
Well,
a medical condition. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, you have to ruin everybody else's night's sleep just because you can't sleep.
What do you want me to do?
Be quiet. If you can't sleep, read a book. Why do you have to move furniture and like bang things around at 3 o'clock in the morning? Save that for the daytime when people are up and it doesn't matter so much.
Andrea, when do you normally sleep? I mean, I know it's normal is a big word there, but what hours do you normally get
Well,
sleep
I
in?
usually eat dinner around 5, and then usually by 7 I'm in bed, and then I get about 4 hours of sleep, and then I try to read till 2 or 3 in the morning, but then I just can't stay in bed any longer, and I get up.
Maybe you shouldn't go to bed at 7 o'clock in the
When
freaking
you-
night. No wonder you're up at 3 in the morning.
When you get up, so you get up at 3. What do you usually do?
No, I'm usually up before that.
Oh, you're up before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what do I do? Well, you know, whatever chores need to be done around the apartment.
Okay. Okay. That's usually moving furniture.
Well, I admit that I have moved furniture, and I can stop doing that.
Okay.
But I can't be an absolute mouse about the whole thing.
Okay. So hearing that, what do you?
Yeah, what I hear is that she's saying that she's still going to be noisy in the night.
Well, I said I'd stop moving furniture.
Well, there's still a lot of
Sounds
other
like-
noises going on up there, and you don't seem concerned with being quiet in the middle of the night.
Well, when she's up from 7 to or 10 to 2, do you normally hear her then when she's awake? doing other things?
Well, I usually read 10 to
Right.
2, or I watch
Right.
TV, or I get on my computer. But then after 4 hours, I've had enough of that too.
What time do you normally go to bed?
9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay. So it sounds, she's getting up when you're going to bed, it sounds like.
I guess so.
Yeah. So in regards to the noise, Andrea, what helps you in the middle of the night? Sounds like you read and watch TV in the beginning of the night and then
Yeah, I've had enough of that, and I
just
get my chores done
Okay.
for the day. We're both retired,
Uh-huh.
in the building all day, every day.
Sounds to me like you need a hobby besides moving furniture in the middle of the night and throwing rocks through windows.
I can tell you it's not going to be cats.
Is there, in terms of the building, is there quiet time? Are there quiet hours? Like, what, are there rules to the
Even
complex?
if there were any rules, the manager is such a do nothing that it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. You know, there's no authority.
Excuse me just a moment, I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, so it's the manager.
I'm so sorry, it was an emergency.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I had a lot of coffee this morning.
Yeah, that's fine. We were just talking about the manager in terms of quiet hours and expectations of quiet hours and handling that. So,
And what was said? What are the quiet hours?
there are some, but they aren't, it's not really enforced. So it's kind of a rule, but not a rule, from our understanding of the Camelot Estates bylaws.
Okay.
Okay?
Because no one's ever told me the rules, so I didn't know what they were.
Okay. So you've never seen those? Or?
No.
Okay.
Have you seen them?
I saw them once when I first moved in, but I've never seen any of them enforced by the management. Like,
I've never gotten a copy.
You've never
I heard
gotten a
you
copy?
say there's no animals allowed in the building. That's the first I've heard of that. Like,
I only know that from the other tenants.
Miss Jones down the hall has 3 chihuahuas. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Okay.
Again, back to the manager.
So it sounds like there's a misunderstanding about expectations of the complex and the rules of the complex.
I would say
So maybe not all tenants know what is true and what's not true and what's expected and not. Okay, so there might be something when I speak with him, I can bring to his attention. And maybe
Right,
we could
maybe
get
there's
copy
a
of-
tenant handbook or
Yeah,
something.
there might be, and maybe we could get a copy in everyone's mailbox to review. And then going forward when we meet again, because we only have a few minutes left today, when we meet again, if after you've read those, if you have questions, we can talk through that and bring them into the conversation too if needed.
Well, if the handbook says you have to be quiet from 10 to 5 or whatever, I would certainly abide by that. But
Okay.
I didn't know.
So maybe that will be a homework assignment for me to ask him to provide to everyone in the building, and then you both to read, and then the next time we meet, come with questions and ideas around, in terms of rules and your schedules, if that sounds appropriate for both of you to do.
That sounds great, but I'd also like to hear from the manager that he is going to fix that door and he is going
Right.
to clean the hallways.
Yeah. So cleaning the hallways, fix the front door,
So the cats can't get in.
and then the bylaws of the.
Mhm.
Okay. So those are big 3 that I'll bring to
Yes,
him.
please.
Okay. Are there other things that I should be bringing to him when I meet with him? Anything else that? Okay. So I think the cat issue seems to be in process. It sounds like noise we'll revisit the next time we meet, hopefully in a week. Can we meet?
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
And we also need to talk about the garbage and the rock.
Well, we can sit here all day long and look at each other and go, you did it, you didn't do it, you did it, you didn't do it. It's kind of past and,
Okay.
you know.
Well, if that might be the case for you. The garbage was in front of your door and now it's gone. I had a rock come through my window and something that was really important to me got broken. Like,
Well, the carpet never got cleaned outside my apartment, so the garbage still is an issue for me, but I don't know how you think that we're going to resolve that. You're going to come clean my carpet?
no, because I didn't put the garbage outside
Well,
your
I
door.
didn't break your window.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't believe you either, so here we go back round and round again, and it's not getting us anywhere. Sometimes in life it's better just to forget things.
Yeah, these seem like two issues that we might not ever find the answer to. So,
But going forward,
exactly, I don't know how you two would like to treat each other and live with each other, live next to each other.
I just want a clean apartment, and I am so tired of all this fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I would just rather not have any reason to talk to her at all. And,
Okay. So going forward, you would just like to have a very distant neighbor, but not.
I want her to stop making
conversing.
noise, and I don't want to feel threatened, and I want her to stop spreading rumors about me, and yeah, I just want to have peace and quiet and be kept to myself. I don't want to.
Sounds like we both want the same thing.
Okay. So you both want some autonomy and just to be left alone and have a nice quiet place to live.
Clean. Don't forget clean.
And clean. Okay. Okay. What I want to do, what I'll do is send you both an email with what we talked about today. And we'll meet in another week. You'll have time. You bring those notes with you if you have questions or there's things that you find incorrect. Please let me know and I can adjust. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you both to check in with the Humane Society, start feeding the cats outside, and I'm going to meet with the manager and just give him feedback about the door, the carpet, and the rules of the development. Are there other things that
She's gonna stop making noise in the middle of the night, I hope.
I won't
Yeah.
move furniture anymore.
she won't move furniture? And it sounded to me you were willing to abide to rules if you knew what they were.
Right, I think
Is
that would
what
be
I had
fair.
heard? Okay. Okay. So for until we get the bylaws, you will stop moving furniture in the middle of the night,
Right.
and there'll be quieter middle of the night activities that you will find or can do.
I will do my best.
Okay. So if there is an issue with the noise, from now until the next time we meet, how would you like Cindy to approach you about that? What's the best way?
I think she just should go to the manager.
Let's go to the manager. Cindy, do you have thoughts about that until we meet in a week?
Well, I don't know if I have a better solution, but I don't think that the manager's gonna do
No, we
anything
won't.
about it.
But if we're left alone, it's just going to be one big shouting match, so that's not productive either.
Especially in the middle of the night, right? So again, this is temporary, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So over the next week, if you're not going to be moving furniture,
Mm-hmm.
okay? If it does get too noisy, you're asking Cindy to call the manager to let you know
Yeah.
it is too loud. Does that sound realistic over the next week?
I'm willing to try it.
Okay. Okay. So we will do that. I will set up our next appointment. Just to summarize, Cindy will call the Humane Society about the cats, feed the cats outside. I'll talk to the manager about the hallway and the door. And then we will meet again and I will get bylaws from him to everyone in the building, and you can discuss that too, and I'll bring the issues to him. And then no moving furniture over the next week. If there is loud noise, you can reach out to the manager who will then contact you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we end for today and meet again in a week?
No.
I think you've done some good work here and made some progress, so it's not hopeless. And I hope you both can see that.
I think in the end we both want the same thing. It's just how to get
So
there.
too. I think so too. Okay.
All right.
Great. Thank you both for your time.
Thank you.